Hi everyone, we are live at DevTalks 2025. We are here at Romexpo in Bucharest. My name is Madalina and I am here with Andrei Mihai. He's a machine learning services engineer at Adobe, and also with Flavius Petruca, software development engineer at Adobe. Thank you guys for joining us today.
Thanks, Madalina.
How are you? How are you feeling? How was the event so far?
Intensive, fine. A lot of good presentation. Yeah, good vibe.
Good to hear that you enjoyed it. We want to know a little bit more about how life is at Adobe and a bit more information about the company. So we actually prepared a couple of questions for you guys. They're not difficult. You mustn't worry. I'm sure you have the answers. If I may start with you, Andrei.
Yeah, sure.
How does Adobe support learning and development across the teams?
Yeah, actually, we can have quite a lot of learning opportunity at Adobe. We have a few long-term programs, like 9 months, 1 year, even 2 years, for people that want to grow in careers or do a career switch. For example, we have program for technical people to become managers. We have a program for technical people to grow even more in the management, in the technical area, to become architect and so on. These programs were initially designed here in Bucharest, but after that, they expanded to the entire company. And also, in addition to this program, we have a lot of opportunity to grow with resources external of the company. We have access to all the learning platforms like O'Reilly, LinkedIn Learning. We have a budget like $1,000 per employee per year to go to conferences, to take certification. For example, me and Flavius took a certification last year on this budget. Also, we have a $10,000 per year budget for something more complex like an MBA that you want to take. And all these, let's say, long-term learning paths were designed depending on your what you want to do in the company. You want to grow as a manager, you want to grow as some technical people, yeah, because we have a lot of managers that were actually technical people in the past. Yeah.
Okay, that sounds really good. If I can turn to you, Flavius, because I don't want you to sit there just bored, yeah, listening. How has your journey evolved since joining Adobe?
Well, Adobe was basically at the start of my career. I joined Adobe 3 years ago. I'm turning 3 years in July. I started as an intern, and it's been quite a challenging journey. I went through different steps. I started as a front-end engineer, as internship, and then I moved towards the ML services part. So it was quite a lot of steps and a lot of challenges that I had to go through, and a lot of growing opportunities as well. Having to learn so many technologies and learning from so many skilled courses inside my team. Yeah.
So it looks like you're enjoying it.
Yes.
Despite or in spite of the
great.
Challenges and everything.
Challenges are an advantage, I find. There are lots of opportunities by having challenges. You grow yourself constantly. Like having the opportunity to be here, it's also a growth opportunity.
Andrei, what's one key takeaway that you hope attendees will remember from your talk?
Yes, so we try to make the presentation as relevant as possible with the current state of the machine learning. And of course, the main idea of the machine learning is how to use efficiently the GPUs. And we try to make it not very technical, but not very non-technical. And the main takeaway is that in order to make your GPU usage efficient, you need to apply some advanced Kubernetes strategy and auto-scaling strategies. And we try to detail a little bit what those strategies were. But the main takeaway from the presentation is the fact that in general, when you pay for hardware resources in the cloud, you just pay as you go. You consume more resources, you pay for more. For GPU, it's not like that. GPUs are very expensive. The company has a fixed budget, and you take this fixed budget of GPUs and you try to use them as efficient as possible. And we try to explain a little bit how we try to efficientize this GPU usage inside the tool. Yeah.
That sounds really cool. Obviously, if I come back to you, How do you see the role of developers in the say next decade?
Yeah, that's a great question. As daily there are new technologies that arrive and new AI challenges, and I think that the role of developers it's still trying to be understood right now. Uh, we are trying to see what we can give to AI to solve for us, and where we can head towards to. For example, I find that the role of developers will go to more complex solving problems and going to architectural solving problems as AI can do easier jobs, it can do repetitive jobs, which there it really helps us. It saves us time from doing not so nice to do jobs like creating configurations or doing again repetitive things. So the role of the developer heads towards putting your creativity into solving actual problems and spending this time there.
Okay. I propose that we save this, what you just said, and we come back in 10 years and then we check if you're right.
Yes.
Andrei, if I come back to you, one last question actually. What innovations or projects that Adobe is running right now and is most excited about? Can you tell us something about that?
Yeah. Actually, this is quite, let's say, in addition to the previous question with the learning opportunities, because you can have a lot of learning opportunities. If you don't have access to technologies or a cool project or interesting project, you can't grow. And one very, very interesting project that we also work in Bucharest a lot to this project is the Adobe Firefly. It's the model and the service that generates images and video from Adobe. It's commercial safe. It's can be used by anyone, enterprise companies, and also is developed 100% by Adobe from design of the model, papers, patents, training, data, everything. And it's very, very challenging because it's a hard technology to work on. It's a very big model. It's deployed on a lot of resources because it's used by almost any other services from Adobe, even Photoshop, Illustrator, Adobe Express is using this service. And the nice thing is that we also develop a lot of things for these models here in Bucharest. For example, one of the projects that I work on related to Adobe Firefly is custom models where you can actually retrain or fine-tune this model based on your proprietary data. And it's very, very challenging, very nice. And you go very, very deep into the machine learning area because you need to optimize and fine-tune this model for your custom data. And also it's very challenging on the MLOps part, on the infrastructure one. And this is the part that we are also interested in because we like DevOps. You need to deploy on a lot of GPUs, different kind of GPUs in different time zone, different regions, with different clients, different loads. It's amazing how difficult it is and how interesting. It's very nice. And it's nice that we do also in Bucharest.
You never get bored, right?
Yes, exactly. And this is nice. Yes. And you can learn. If you don't have these opportunities, you can learn. You can just read the Kubernetes from books and from tutorials. If you don't apply them on a large scale project like this one, you can't actually learn anything.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Guys, thank you for all my questions. It was really a pleasure to have you here, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the event.
Yeah, we'll go to something.
Great to meet you.
Have a nice day, guys. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.